Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Wherever you are in the world today, it is a pleasure to have you here. Welcome back to all of my beautiful subscribers. As I always say, some of you have been with me since day one, but it does not matter whether you've been here from yesterday, the day before, last week, last month, or last year. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm sending you all so much love. And of course, to all of my beautiful new viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome. And dropping in with this last message for this week of pure angel messages, and they have just been beautiful. And some of the comments that you've been leaving me have just been so beautiful to read. So thank you, thank you, thank you to each one of you that shares. Thank you, thank you, thank you to those of you that are always in the comments box and leaving me some beautiful messages and confirmations for other people that are also watching these videos. But dropping straight in again today, beautiful souls, the archangels really coming out strong for the end of this week. And your first card out today is Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel, again, another one of my favorites. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Now, it's been a bit of a funny week this week, beautiful souls, with energy. I've had a lot of people, in my DMs and emails and even in my sessions, there's been a lot of what I've felt as agitation, frustration, but agitation and pain, right? Whether that's pain at what is going on in society right now, what's going on around the world, or whether it's been physical pain, emotional pain, whatever it's been. But that mixed with agitation has been, it's just like been a vortex over this past few days especially. So it's no wonder that Archangel Uriel is coming in right at this time to say, listen, call on me. And we must transmute this, beautiful souls. It's coming up for a reason. It's very heavy out there in the collective at the moment. And it doesn't mean that we're all down all at the same time. Of course, we're all moving through these dips and waves, but there just seems to be more of that circulating at this time. And I believe I said a few weeks ago, or maybe even a few months ago, that some of the big top channelers in the world said this healing is going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up in waves, right? It's not just going to be you're finished and you're done and that's it. No, there are layers and layers and layers to this, and particularly for Mother Earth, particularly for the collective. A lot of us as empaths and light workers, channelers, etc., energy workers, we are also taking on a lot of that energy as well to help transmute. So as I always say, feel it and release it. Don't bottle it up. Don't feel as though you can't be down. We're souls having a human experience, beautiful souls. So we're meant to go through these crazy waves. That's what we opted in for when we came down here as well, to experience all of the things. So that, beautiful souls, and your clarifier from the Angel Oracles deck was number 15, awareness. And I just thought this was so perfect with what I've just been speaking about. And obviously with Archangel Uriel coming through, this awareness that, it's not just you. It's happening in the collective, right? And there's these cycles that are continually closing out. They're coming up for release. They're coming up for healing. They're coming up for purging. They're coming up to be seen. There's a lot of light being shone in dark places at the moment on this planet in so many different areas, beautiful souls. But that is like a story for a whole other day, probably a whole other channel. But again, many of you know what I'm talking about, in that a lot of the deeds that have been done in the dark, things that were wrongfully done to humanity as a whole, are starting to come to light now, right? So again, having this awareness that it's not just you, you're part of this amazingly massive cosmos, right? With all of these other souls experiencing this. And again, the face of Mother, Father, God is how I'm going to depict that, literally. coming in to say that you are not alone at this time. So beautiful souls, let's get into the messages. But Archangel Uriel, maybe some of you have been feeling this way as well. Anger, forgiveness, they're saying, coming up, helping you to release anger, and forgiveness from your heart and mind. So many of you may be going through more healing at this time around those areas, they're just saying fully releasing. Right? I am the psychologist angel because I help to heal toxins, not just from people's thoughts, but also from their emotions. And I talk about this in my healing journey through brain cancer, beautiful souls. Every illness, every dis-ease is stored or trapped or stuck emotions, whether it's from past lives, whether it's from childhood trauma, whether it's from, grief and sadness, traumatic events that you've seen or witnessed in this lifetime, or generations back, or DNA or ancestral, or whatever it is lodged. And if it is not brought up for release, it will then begin to manifest into the body as a physical ailment or illness. Right? So emotional healing is like literally that modality especially is going to become, with energy and frequency healing, beautiful souls, they are some of the top medicines of the future. And I mean, many of us have known about this for quite some time, but it's going to become more and more mainstream. More and more people are checking out of the medical establishment. And look, there are good people in the medical establishment. They're not all bad. But again, beautiful souls, many people are now combining their treatments with holistic therapies such as emotion code and body code, energy healing, frequency healing, whatever it is, timeline therapies. There's so much out there now that we have access to that we didn't have access to 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. Right? So it is a great time to be alive. I am especially able to release stubborn anger and forgiveness. And they're saying emphasis on the stubborn anger and unforgiveness. Because again, I know, beautiful souls, that many of you have been through these experiences with people and situations in the past or past lives as well, where people have really shafted you, they're saying, right? They've really done you dirty. And most of the time this will come from people like friends or people that we thought were the closest to us. Family are a big one, right? Partners or ex-partners, I should say. So all of these experiences, they're just saying, have left many of you wounded, like deep wounding. And so we may have done a lot of the healing, but there's these deep wounds still that need to come up and out once and for all. I am with you right now to clear away such toxins. I would also like to work with you to help others clear away their emotional and psychological blocks. Now, for the last 2 or 3 messages, beautiful souls, the archangels, as I said, have been coming in strong for all of my healers and light workers and energy channels out there. And, all of the modalities. There's just too many to even list. But again, beautiful souls, you are most likely a chosen one, and you most likely are here because you are here to help other people heal. You've been through the war, you've been through the fires, you've been through the desolation and the desperation, you've been out on the streets, you've had like no money to your name, you've lost it all, whatever it's been for you. Now, God and the angels, your soul team, you went through all of that for a reason, to help others who are going through similar situations. God wastes nothing, and I'm lighting up in goosebumps as I say this, right? My healing work is subtle. I never force it on anyone. Like you, I believe that it is best to wait until someone approaches me and directly requests guidance or assistance. Right? Now remember, when we rise, beautiful souls, many of us they're just saying, are about to have or are having the spotlight put on us. Many of us, and I'm lighting up again, have been hidden. God and your angels and your soul team have hidden you in these last seasons because you weren't ready. They've been getting you ready for this time, for this moment, right? So that you can go out into the world with your knowledge, your wisdom, your life experiences, your gifts, your talents, and showcase these to help humanity, right? Then I simply and lovingly ask them to be willing to release the toxins from their mind and their heart. And that's a big one. It's one thing to say, I want to heal. But beautiful souls, sometimes that means looking at your enemies and saying, I must forgive you. I will not forget what you did and the lessons I learned, but to truly heal whatever it is and release this anger, unforgiveness, this resentment, this bitterness, I truly must let this go. I must let this go at a core level. If they are also willing to do so, then the release will also occur. And, beautiful souls, again, we can't force people to do things against free will. Everyone's got their own journey and their own path. But again, for the most part, you doing your part is also going to shift the energetics around situations. In this way, the person retains their dignity and control while choosing to be clear of lower energies, right? No one likes to be told anything. No one. But when you come from a place of love and compassion and kindness, and yes, having your boundaries up too, beautiful souls, you're not a doormat. But again, when you're coming from that energy, you're not telling someone that this is what they must do. You're encouraging them. You're opening up the energy to maybe free energy flowing between the two of you again. And again, beautiful souls, if you can't physically do this in person with that other party and God's completely shut that door, you can do it energetically, right, as well. But beautiful souls, your clarifier is number 15, awareness, right? So being aware. We're all coming from a higher perspective now. We've all done so much work. We've elevated and up-leveled, and I believe in this next season, many of us, if we haven't already, are about to be up-leveled again. Practice living in a state of awareness where you are conscious of every thought and feeling that passes through you. Start to notice the energy of these thoughts and emotions and ask yourself, are they serving you? Right? And this is what I was feeling during the week, is all of these stories and, the collective energy, beautiful souls. And we want to be there to support people, but we also don't want to take it on, right? And we also have to ask ourselves, if we are that person, how is this serving me? Is this coming up for release at this time? Is this a shadow part of myself that I still need to work on? That whole mirror work thing going on as well. But again, asking yourself if these thoughts and emotions are serving you. Are they serving you to help you heal? Right? It doesn't mean it's bad or good. It just means perspective and awareness on all of these things as well, assisting you to live according to your true purpose and your true potential. Now, it would help if I turned it around the right way. We talked about life purposes and life paths, beautiful souls, over these last few days. So again, this is helping you elevate in your perception and awareness and your frequency and vibration, right? If you find that they are not, make a conscious decision to change these thoughts and feelings in the very moment that you notice them to ones that are more positive and uplifting. I am conscious of each thought and feeling that I manifest. Let me read that again. I am conscious of each thought and feeling that I manifest. I am mindful of what I create in this universe. God is listening. The universe is listening. Every single thought and feeling and emotion, beautiful souls, has a frequency and a vibration. And if we're too far in the funk, right, and we stay there for too long, that is the frequency that the universe is also going to portray back to you. The mirror work, right? So yes, move through it. Yes, completely take responsibility for it, have awareness for it, and all of those things, but don't stay in that funky energy for too long. How is this serving me? What do I need to release? Who do I need to forgive? Do I need to forgive myself? Whatever it is, whatever you have to ask yourself to move the needle forward, then back into positivity. I am an expression of divine light. Because you are, beautiful souls. And they're just saying, this is your soul. This is your soul at its core essence. Every single person on the planet, right? Some of them, unfortunately, have been corrupted. But again, beautiful souls, you beautiful, sweet souls out there, you are these beautiful, bright sparks of divine light. And your light is going to be attracting all of these people that are here at this time for you to help in humanity. And your clarifier, beautiful souls, your little bonus from the abundance deck was face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, because remember, many of you are about to step into your full divine life purpose. And guess what, beautiful souls? You're going to be in front of a lot of people. You're going to have a lot of light on you. A lot of people are going to suddenly see you where once before you were tucked away over here. Suddenly the spotlight is going to beam on you, right? But again, beautiful souls, maybe some of you have a fear of success. That is actually a big one. Right? And even I've had to ask myself that, because for so long, many of us have been here, sitting under the tree all by ourselves. No one's paying any attention, thought we were crazy or thought we were done and dusted. And that's basically where you're going to stay. That's the level you're going to stay playing at. But God and the angels are like, no, we've just been hiding you. We've been working on you. And now is the time for your comeuppance. When you are honest with yourself about your fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. And funny how this is talking about being aware of your emotions and feelings, beautiful souls. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear. That every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. I'm pretty certain, beautiful souls, that if you interviewed some of the most successful people on the planet, I am fairly confident that all of them would turn around and say, we were scared shitless, basically, but we did it anyway. Our mission was bigger than the fear. Our pull to do whatever it was bigger than the fear, right? Fear, false evidence appearing real. And many of this, because they're just saying children, many of these fears, beautiful souls, these false perceptions and emotions and all kinds of programming have most likely come from childhood, right? Wounded inner child. Inna Segal talks about that a lot in her courses as well, and I believe she's actually releasing an inner child healing course, beautiful souls, and I'm happy to talk to you all about that a little bit further along down the track as it becomes more available. She's only just putting it together now. But again, most of the world suffers from inner child trauma and inner child wounds on some level. So again, beautiful souls, maybe sitting there and asking yourself, where have all of these feelings and thoughts come from, right? Because when you're little, you're in that little protective bubble. You may have had to have protected yourself when you were a child, beautiful souls. Maybe your home life was not pleasant like mine at all. But now is the time for these deep inner wounds. This is what Archangel Uriel is here to say, is coming in now to help you heal and release. because you have this beautiful mission, beautiful souls. People are waiting for you, right? I'm sending you all so much love. That was longer than normal, but again, what a way to finish this week. Have the most beautiful, blessed, abundant day. As I always say, first-time viewers, if you feel divinely led, hit that little notifications bell, subscribe to my channel, and of course, hit the little like button, send it out into the YouTube algorithms. And again, beautiful souls, have the most beautiful, blessed, abundant day, and bye for now.